Hey guys, today we're going to make the perfect summer amuse. It's a shrimp cracker with a Rosso shrimp carpaccio, sweet and sour watermelon peel and a watermelon jelly. So, let's begin. First we need to peel the shrimps. I use these beautiful Gambero Rosso or giant red shrimps. Just know that if you can't get these beauties, this recipe also works great with other shrimps. Keep the heads in your fridge for later. We need them for the crackers. Then gently peel away the shell on the tails. Now we've just peeled the shrimps, and if you're lucky the intestine comes out while peeling, you can just very gently pull it out. But it's always good to double check, because on some it didn't came out, unfortunately. And as you can see it here as well. So always be sure to double check. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gently gonna give it a little pull, and I feel that there's some resistance. So it's still gonna be stuck here on the tail side. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a very small incision with the tweezers or with a small knife or a needle, and then you're just gonna break it and then again pull it out on that side. So always ensure to double check that. This is very bitter, you don't want that, doesn't look good at all. Double check and be sure. Now repeat this with all the remaining shrimps. Just look at that gorgeous color. Once cleaned, portion each shrimp in even sized pieces and place them in circles on a tray that's lined with some wrap. You need around 6 pieces a circle. Then place a round cutter over the shrimp and press it down with a cocktail stamp. This creates a nice even layer. If the shrimp sticks to the stamp, you can always first brush some olive oil on the stamp or on the shrimp. Now cut the wrap so that all the shrimps are separated and keep them covered in your fridge for later. Then the shrimp cracker. First drizzle some oil in a hot pan and start pan frying the shrimp heads till golden brown. Also pan fry them on the other side. This takes around 2 minutes on each side. Once golden, add 50 grams of tomato puree and while stirring pan fry this for another 2 minutes. When a nice fond has formed on the bottom of the pan, you can deglaze the pan with 500 grams of water. Also add a sprig of tarragon and let it simmer on a low heat for 15 minutes. After that, transfer everything into a strong blender and blend it till smooth. I know this may be strange to some, but this really improves the flavor and all the shells are passed out anyway. Now to do this, pass it through a super fine salt sieve and press it through with a ladle so you don't waste a single drop. Just look at that beautiful rich color. Then weigh 180 grams of the shrimp liquid into a measuring jar and also add 120 grams of a neutral oil. I use sunflower or grapeseed oil, 30 grams of flour and 2 grams of salt. Blend it till smooth. Now spray some pan coating in a preheated American pancake pan and fill each one with a generous amount of batter. Then let them pan fry on a medium heat till almost all the bubbles are gone. This means there's no more moisture and the crackers are crispy. If they start turning brown, you need to turn down the heat or take them out a bit sooner and if necessary dry them in the oven at 60 degrees Celsius. Keep them dry and covered for later. Now the sweet and sour watermelon rind. First we need to clean a watermelon. Today I only use half because this was such a big boy. Keep the watermelon aside for later. Then clean the peels by cutting away the green part and cut the white rind to the desired size. Now cut them in nice cubes. For the sweet and sour, mix 75 grams of white wine with 75 grams of water, 75 grams of white wine vinegar, 75 grams of sugar, 2 grams of salt and 2 sprigs of tarragon. Bring this to a boil. Once it has boiled, add the rind cubes and boil it for another minute. Then turn off the heat and let it cool down out of the fridge. Once cold, remove the tarragon and transfer it into a container. Make sure the cubes stay submerged with the sweet and sour to prevent them from drying out. Keep them in your fridge for later. Now the watermelon cubes and jelly. Cut the cleaned watermelon in segments and remove the black seeds. By cutting the watermelon in segments first, you should be able to remove them quite easily. Now cut the nice firm pieces in cubes that are the same size as the rind we made before. Also transfer them into a container and keep them in your fridge for later. For the jelly, first soak 3 leaves or 5 grams of gelatin in cold water. Then transfer 230 grams of the watermelon trimmings into a measuring jar and blend it till smooth. Set it aside for later. Now heat up 20 grams of sushi vinegar till it starts to steam. Then turn off the heat and dissolve the gelatin in there. Mix it well and while stirring add the watermelon puree we made before. Now directly pour it on a tray that's lined with some wrap and let it set in your fridge for at least 2 to 3 hours. Once it has set, gently trim the sides and portion it into nice cubes. If needed, clean your knife in between. Then transfer them back on the tray and keep them covered in your fridge for later. Now we can start to finish the amuse. Very gently place the shrimp disc on the shrimp cracker and remove the wrap. I took the shrimp out of the fridge 5 minutes beforehand to ensure it's not too cold. This really improves the flavor. Now season the top with some flaky salt. Then place 3 watermelon jelly cubes on top and place 4 watermelon cubes and 4 pieces of watermelon rind in between. To add an incredible flavor, add 3 marigold leaves and some marigold flower petals. Marigold has such a fresh and aromatic flavor, plus it looks really pretty as well. Then gently place it on a plate and it's ready to be served. Okay guys, that's it for today. A little bit different than normal, a little bit more maybe vibrant in color and different ingredients that I normally use, but I'm very happy with the result. I used to work in Spain back when I was 15. And every time I was off, I went to the market and I bought these incredible carabineros. The carabinero quality at the moment was quite low, so I bought these beautiful Rosso shrimps from Italy. Amazing quality and the flavor is spot on. And I think to use the heads to make this lovely coulis and then turn it into the crisp, it's just beautiful and the flavor is mind-blowing. In terms of pairing, we have a lovely champagne from Chateau de Bourseau. It was here last year and it was super nice. Really great family, great story as well. We were there during the harvest and it was just so cool to see. So if you want to know more, click the link in the description and I'll talk a little bit more about the vineyard and the wine itself. Now, let's just give it a go. The only downside I think with this amuse is picking it up. Because it is quite low and there's not really something you can catch on, so you can maybe put something underneath, but for me this is fine as well. And one more thing before I start tasting. The reason why I didn't smash the shrimp all to fuck and then just put it in a round cutter is that this way you have all different segments. So if a guest bites into it, the entire shrimp is not coming along. So that's why I made these little segments and then pressed them down so they fit nicely. If you just bite into it, you have a nice bite, and otherwise the shrimp, it would still be attached and then everything would come out and it's just a mess. That's why I did that. Cheers. The flavor is like, it's a bomb. And I love the freshness of the watermelon. The shrimp itself, it's so good. And the crisp, it's just the star of the show. It is spectacular. Yeah, that's just a beautiful glass. And I think this is such a nice way to start a dinner during these hot summer months. You have something incredibly flavorful with a little fresh note of the watermelon, and I think it balances super well. It also balances super well with the pairing, so I'm just really happy. Okay guys, that's it for today. I really appreciate the support. Let me know in the comments on what you want to see next. In the comments you'll also find a link to my new collection, and I'm so happy with how it came out, with the response. And if you want to find more, also click the link in the description. And as always, bon appetit.